If you only have 4 days to spend in Lisbon, how would you plan your time? How much should you budget? How can you indulge in the city-rich culture and not miss out on the savory side of Lisbon? Hi everyone! I just got back from my very first trip to Portugal. It was so much fun, but it took quite a lot of planning on the daily itineraries. So I put together these 2 videos to help make your life easier if you're planning of going. This is part 1. It covers our first 4 days in Lisbon from morning to night. You can follow along day by day, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I will share the breakdown of our expenses to help you to budget for your next trip. We flew direct from Toronto to Lisbon, but we'll be flying back from Porto to Toronto, which I'll cover in the next video. Once you arrive in Lisbon airport, grab your bags and follow the sign to the Uber pickup area. I really recommend using Uber instead of a taxi, just to avoid being scammed. With Uber, the prefixed fare gave me the peace of mind, and it's very easy and common to call Uber in Lisbon. I chose this Hotel Mondel and stayed for 3 nights. Great location and breakfast included. Uber ride is only €8, taxi will be 20 plus. Quickly drop off our bags, we head to a restaurant I have booked in advance. It have great reviews on Google and you can reserve online. For our first meal in Portugal, we had to try the grilled sardine, and there are other grilled fishes too. Nice local beer. After lunch, we stroll around the nearby plaza. There's so much to take in, and the weather is in early June was just right. Low 20s, sunny and comfortable for walking. We end up at the Rocio Square for a reason. I have booked in advance a walking tour that starts there at 2:30. It was a 3-hour tour with a local guide, and honestly, it was the best way to get to know about the city, especially for the first time like us. It enriched the travel experience.
We are ready now? That's after the tour, this is where you have to come, okay, for your health. So you drink 6 in a row, you can do 6 in a row, you can do 1 in breakfast, 1 at 10, 11. This church right here is called Saint Dominic's Church. In Portuguese we call it São Domingos. So the Church of Saint Dominic's might be the unluckiest building in this city.
I'm always trying my best. 내게 원하던 대로. But the world just won't let me alone. 이제 나를 알아보겠어. No one can truly see inside. 너 말해 I understand you. 살며시 숨을 보내도 지나온 날이 무색하게 Sunday see the light. 잠시 눈을 감고 기다리며 And then everything will be alright. 수많은 밤을 지내고
This line here with Vasco da Gama's arrival in India in 1498. The Portuguese are going to take control of the spice trade. So Alfama is a mix of buildings that have been here for over 500 years, attached to buildings that were built in the last 50 years.
After more than 3 hours of walking up hills and down hills, the tour wrapped up by the waterfront. We find a spot at Commerce Square to relax and share a few appetizers, just enough to recharge, because we still have one more thing planned for the day. Our final event, a sunset cruise at 7:30.
기다리며 and then everything will 지나지 않을 것 같은 이 밤에 나를 감싸준 No one can truly see inside. 너 말해 I understand you. 살며시 숨을
By 9 p.m., we are watching this spectacular sunset to wrap up our first day in Lisbon. Good morning. Day 2 morning, we took an Uber to the Jeronimos Monastery, which is a must-see when anyone is visiting Lisbon. You may ask, why pay $50 for a guide tour while the entrance fee is only $29? Please look at the line yourself. Can you see how long is this line up? Go all the way around the building. Using the guide tour is the only way to skip the line. Although it's not totally no line, you still need to line up but a shorter line. But once you are inside, you will be in awe at the Portuguese late Gothic architecture. After visiting the monastery, we took an Uber to the Time Out Market for lunch. Yes, this place is a bit touristy, but it was right along our route, so we figured why not give it a try. After lunch, we walked towards the arch which leads to the main shopping street in Bazaar district. With an exhausting day 1 and an early morning today, let's go back to the hotel and take some rest, enjoy the nice view from the hotel, before we head out again for dinner. Day 3, a wet morning. I had originally planned to take the tram 28 to the castle in the morning, but since it was raining, we took an Uber to the National Town Museum first.
menos lo esperaba. Al encontrar tu mirada, ya estaba perdida. Con tu forma de hablar, sin miedo de expresar, tu fuego al cantar, ya sabía. Esto tenía que pasar, de pronto todo en su lugar. Había dejado de buscar cuando apareciste.
After the museum and the sky become clear, we took an Uber to the castle now. You can purchase the ticket online ahead to avoid the lineup at the door. The Castle St. George locates on the top of the hill in Lisbon and has an area of 4 hectares. You can walk up to the castle ruins and towers. There's Royal Palace and an archaeological site.
Sitting on the sidewalk, kicking round dust, you're alone around the run. Well, I can see the fire still in your shadow. None of it is gone. You may be a seeker, but I'm a believer, keeping the hope you need.
There are many peacocks living within the castle. Do you know what a peacock sounds like? It dances and sings too.
But I can dry your tears.
Finishing off the castle visit uphill, we proceed walking downhill towards the waterfront. There are a couple observatory areas overseeing another side of the Lisbon water. You can see the cruise terminal from here. And along this narrow path, we can walk towards the waterfront. After reaching the waterfront, we picked this restaurant for dinner.
Falling for the sirens, looking for guidance. I can be the hand you reach.
Now on to day 4. We are heading west of Lisbon for a day trip to Sintra and the stunning Atlantic coastline. To keep things simple, I decided not to rent a car and instead join a guide tour. There are many options at different price points, and I chose the one that covers all the key spots. The beauty of joining a tour is completely worry-free. Just hop on and off the bus and let the guy handle the rest. Everyone makes its way to Sintra is for one key reason: to see this whimsical Pena Palace. It is one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. Palace, we continue heading west, arriving at the westernmost point of Portugal and continental Europe, Cabo de Roca. By 6 p.m. we were back in town. We find this charming little restaurant with a fantastic seafood menu. The best way to end the day. I'm so glad you stayed with me until the end. As promised, I'll share the actual course and itinerary details here. For first 4 days in Lisbon and Sintra, it comes around 2,000 Canadian dollars per person. If you stay with the next 4 days to Porto, then additional costs I will share in the next video. For planning tips, consider multi-city flight route instead of round trip. Uber is a great choice and a safe choice. Credit cards are widely accepted, and be always vigilant in travel. Finally, the first 4 days itineraries, you can pause to read. Don't miss out my part 2 video on the last 4 days to Aviero and Porto by high-speed train. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. See you in next video. Bye.